Hi class, my name is Miguel and I'm going to talk about the Army intelligence and the G-2 code. Um, I'd like to start by explaining the meaning of the G-2. That refers to the military intelligence staff of a unit in the United States Army. It is constructed with the G-1, with the G-1 will be the personnel, the G-3 will be the operations, the G-4 will be the logistics. G5 will stand for the civil military operations. Well, these G sections have counterparts in the other branches as well, and the other services of the United States, like the U.S. Navy, where they use an N. Um, an Army intelligence team, it's a highly trained professionals that operate as a key member of the joint and national intelligence community that enables ground commanders to fight and win our nation's war across the operational spectrums. They adapt, they do modular and global, that integrates all Army ISR to maximize sensors to enhance awareness. Their ultimate goal is to go to the war and win the missions. Although the Army had developed a military intelligence division with the initials MID, at the end of the World War One, its resources were limited, even though during the World War Two, at the same time, the war finally saw the transfer of signal intelligence from the Signal Corps to G2. In 1946, reorganization of the Army MID group was placed over the Army Security Agency ASA and the Counterintelligence Corps, uh, followed by the initial CIC. But in contrast to this emphasis on signals intelligence, there was no command concerned with human imagery intelligence. The military intelligence service was formed during the World War II, in time where they evolved into the military intelligence corps, one of the basic branches of the United States Army. The G2 intelligence played an important role during the World War II, both aiding fighting forces and special missions such as those of T4s and operations ALSOs. This interest in military intelligence grew during the World War One, which was so the formation of an intelligence division of the war under the War Department General Staff, where the Army also instituted the use of staff that include intelligence officers all the way down to the battalion level. This emphasis on military intelligence, however, subsided after the armistice. Not sure if I'm saying that word. Excuse me. Just to give you a little history about um, the army intelligence. If we go back on July 1, 2012, the military intelligence branch turned 50 years old. That's how old this department is. At the beginning, it was initially established in 1962. It was the Army's first new branch since the Transportation Corps had been formed 20 years earlier. Today, it remains as one of the youngest of the Army's 15 basic branches. Only aviation and special forces are newer. Yet, while the MI branch is a relatively recent addition, um, moreover, in July 1775, George Washington assumed command of the newly established Continental Army near Boston, Massachusetts, where over the next 8 years he demonstrated a keen understanding of the importance of the military intelligence, facing British forces that usually outmatch and often outnumber his own. Washington needed good intelligence to exploit any weakness of his adversary while masking those of his own army. With intelligence so imperative to his army's success, Washington acted as his own chief of intelligence and personally scrutinized the information that came into his headquarters. He did very well.